How to build a photography portfolio when you don't have any clients. Are you new to the photography space and you know you need a kick-ass portfolio, but you haven't had any clients yet, so you don't know where to get your photos? Well, you're in the right place, because I'm going to tell you how to build a strategic portfolio, keyword strategic, so you can start booking your ideal clients who can't wait to just throw handfuls of money at you.
It's showtime.
Hello, my name is Mike Lloyd. I run a multi-six-figure photo studio in Silicon Valley, California, and I enjoy photographing people. Surprise. When I got started, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I graduated in the recession. I enjoyed photography as a hobby, but I knew some photos or some buttons on my camera made photos darker, some made them lighter, and that was the extent of my knowledge. So I needed to build a portfolio while learning at the same time. I did something a little bit different than probably everybody, so I don't recommend the path that I personally took, but I'm going to give you a much better strategy than what I did. So I started teaching photography classes about a year and a half after I decided I wanted to be a professional photographer. I don't know if you saw the movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, but that was basically me. I would offer a class in some technique, and then I would have 2 weeks to learn it, so I could then teach it at the class. Now, I'm a pretty good teacher. I'm pretty quick figuring things out, and it worked. So I did it again and again and again. And for about a year and a half, 2 years, I taught weekly or almost weekly classes for other local hobbyist photographers to learn lighting, posing, creative direction, set planning, all these different things. And I basically got paid to learn how to do what I currently do now, which is pretty darn cool. But again, I got good at selling tickets to workshops, and I'm a pretty darn good teacher. I don't recommend that route for everybody. So what's way easier to do is just build a strategic portfolio that you can get paid to create on the way. And here's how. First, let's define what is a strategic portfolio. 2, finding models. 3, how many photos do you actually need before your portfolio is big enough? And 4, how can you make money while you do it? Okay, so first, what is a strategic portfolio? I guarantee if you go on any photography course, they're gonna tell you how to build a portfolio. But it's so frustrating to see these workshops where they set up all the lights, they have professional models come in, and you get to go in and shoot and build your portfolio. But they don't teach you how to actually do any of the things, and those photos probably aren't even going to serve you. Yes, you'll have professional looking images of talented models in your portfolio, but if you're not photographing models in an environment where someone knows how to pose and light themselves already, that doesn't do you any good. Because I guarantee you, the 55-year-old mother of 3 who's been struggling with weight loss issues is not going to see the images of your 21-year-old Instagram model and think, yep, that's for me right there. No, she's gonna be like, oh, this dude just photographs Instagram influencers, not my photographer. That's not what you want. Unless you just want to photograph Instagram models, then go ahead and do that. But the point is, if your portfolio does not contain the kinds of people who will be your ideal clients, it's basically worthless. Now, you can learn from building your portfolio, and you will. It is an educational experience also. But if you want to start making money quickly and get as good as you can, as fast as you can, photograph the kinds of people you will actually be serving in your business. Because again, I can put professional models in front of my camera who I don't need to give posing direction to, but that doesn't help me get better as a photographer when it comes to directing my clients. And if I let somebody else set up all of my lights for me, that doesn't help me get better at lighting people. So figure out how to do the things that you want to do for the people who you want to serve. That is a strategic portfolio. Helps you learn, and it's relevant marketing material for you. All right, 2, where do you find models? This is another question I get asked all the time, because if you're not just looking for the 21-year-old Instagram model, where do you find these people? I'm maybe a little more bold than most, and I will just walk up to somebody in a grocery store and ask if I can photograph them. If you photograph boudoir and you're a dude, probably don't go this route. But if you do anything else, whether it's family portraits or maternity or whatever, kids is another tricky one. Just approach people in public and be like, hey, can I photograph your kids? You got to be careful with that. Like, unless you got a portfolio and you can say, hey, I'm a local family photographer. We're doing this thing. Love the look of your family. If you guys are interested, here's my card. Cool. And then move on. But I would just go up and ask people. Now, if you're too shy, which I totally get, there's another way to do it, possibly a better way to do this. Get on your Facebook page, get on Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is that you're going to be promoting your business, and run a model call. I have a really thorough step-by-step walkthrough in the Boudoir Guild if you want to go pick that up in the marketing bundle, or you can get the model call training on its own. But it's basically a way to build your portfolio and get paid. You offer discounted sessions, not free everything, but you offer discounted sessions because I never want you to get in the habit of working for free. You are always giving people value, even if you're just getting started. So doing the model call is great because you'll start to build clients and you'll get the practice that you need. So whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or you team up with local vendors, I'll go into clothing boutiques. I used to set up shop in a local clothing boutique. We'd do it maybe once a month for the summer, so 3 times, and we'd bring in champagne and snacks, things like that, finger foods in the store. I'd have my hair and makeup team set up and they would just do quick demos of, eyeliner tutorials or foundation blending, just little things like that. And anybody who walked in could meet with my makeup team, get a little makeup demo, then they could pick out clothes in the store, try them on, and I had my lights and backdrops set up and I would photograph people like it's a fashion catalog and then show them their photos. And what was cool, I got a ton of practice photographing people of all ages, body types, ability levels, everything. And it was like a new person every 15 minutes for like 6 hours a day. I got a ton of experience really fast. The store owner loved it because everyone saw the photos, thought they looked really good, and then bought all the outfits that they tried on. So she was more than happy for me to do this. And I got a ton of clients out of it because if we could do something that cool in such a short amount of time in the store, what is a real shoot with me like? Full hair and makeup styling. We get multiple outfits. We could do it on location or in the studio. And it really, really helped me build up a client base early on in my career. This is one of the first things I did to market myself and build a portfolio. All right, number 3. How many photos do you actually need to have an effective portfolio? It is better to have 1 photo of 10 different people than 3 photos each of 5 people. Because if someone's scrolling through your website and they only notice a couple of people, but there's a lot of photos of each of those people, they're going to assume that you don't have experience. And maybe you don't, and that's fine. We're doing this to get experience. So I recommend only including 1 photo per person in your portfolio. Obviously, if you have like a before and after, if you do like a fancy and a casual, that can be a cool thing too, to have them side by side. But if you're like, look at my massive portfolio, there's like 60 images, but it's 20 images each of 3 different people, that is going to tell people you don't have experience. So it's best not to pad your portfolio with a ton of photos of the same few people. Just 1 or 2 photos of as many different people as you can. So you don't need to put on these full production photo shoots. You can do mini session days, which you charge for, or model call days, whatever you want to do, and get a couple of photos or 1 photo of each person that you can use for your portfolio. Obviously, you can sell your time, you can sell prints off the back end, digital images as well. Ton of ways to monetize the learning process, but the idea is to get as many people as possible in front of your camera. You can also set up referral bonuses, lifetime memberships, things like that, and offer like, hey, it's so early on in my career. I'm so thankful that we got the opportunity to do this shoot together. As I continue to grow my business, I never want to forget the ones who helped me get started. So I'm offering, here's your next full session on me, or, print credit toward the family portrait session we do for you. You can find a way to reward people for doing that, which also invites them back to then book you and spend more money in the future. Get these ongoing relationships going early on, and the referrals that generate from that will really help you accelerate the growth of your business and give you a ton of images you can use in your portfolio. And number 4, how to make money from this. I know I've been sort of talking about this the whole way through this video. You can charge for your time. Just because you're new doesn't mean you can't charge for your time. You might offer discounted sessions. You're like, well, I've never even charged for a session, so how do I do this? Okay, on your website, or landing page if that's all you've got up so far, which is fine. Sessions normally $299. This month I'm doing a portfolio build for $99. Sign a model release so I can use your photos to promote, and I'll discount your session for you. And then you can, do digital packages, print packages, whatever you want to do. Still charge for your images. Maybe you're not to the point of producing magazine quality work yet, and that's fine. You can still charge for your time. And the sooner you get comfortable charging for your time, the sooner you're going to feel comfortable raising your prices as you grow the business, as you improve as a photographer, and it'll just get easier to make money and charge what you're really worth as you continue to grow. But if you just work for free for a long time, that jump to charging industry standard prices is going to feel terrifying. So start in the beginning. You can offer discounted sessions, but don't just say, all-inclusive shoots for $19. No, charge $100 for, 45-minute to an hour session, include 5 to 10 digital images, and then build your portfolio like that. And just book them back to back to back to back to back. Get as many done in one day as possible. So you're not doing, a little shoot here, one shoot there, one shoot over there, because that is going to take up a ton of your week with all your scheduling and everything else. So charge for your time. People will respect you more. They will show up for their appointments. They will take them more seriously. You will have more fun doing it, and you'll get better images because people will be more invested in the process. Everyone wins when you charge for your time. So there you go. That's how to start building your portfolio when you don't have any clients. You can build a strategic portfolio that gets you clients and gets you paid along the way. So first, what is a strategic portfolio and why is that important? 2, where do you even find people to photograph? 3, how many do you actually need in your portfolio? And I didn't give you a number for that because there is no magic number. The idea is just to have more people with fewer images of each person. And then 4, how do you make money during this whole process? And again, if you want to get my step-by-step, really thorough walkthrough where I basically hold your hand how to do a paid model call, head to boudoirguild.com. You can find it there in the marketing section, or get the marketing bundle that covers all of it and start charging for your time immediately. Guarantee you will thank me later. I have so many other great videos on this channel about how to find models, how to charge what you're worth, my favorite ways to find clients in 2022. So be sure to subscribe. You are amazing. I'll see you inside.